Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to this session. Uh, According to the schedule, we had Dr. Amit Kamra as the resource person due to an exigency. This session will be taken by Mr. Jagdeep Singh. We welcome you, Sir. Jagdeep Singh, sir, is working as an assistant professor in the Department of IT, Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College, Ludhiana, Punjab. He received his BTech and MTech degrees from IKG, Punjab Technical University, and he is working on various consultancy projects in software development. And he's also published SCI and Scopus indexed research publications. His area of interests include fog IoT computing, data mining, healthcare, open source technologies, web development and services, and Linux server administrations. We welcome you, sir, to this session. I invite you to please begin with it.
Welcome, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I'm just sharing my screen. Just a few seconds. Hello, is screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Is my voice is audible? It's okay. Just
Yes, you are audible.
okay, fine. Okay, in this expert lecture, we are actually cover the topic of 3D modeling using Blender. Uh, uh, just in the beginning, we can just introduce some theory part for few minutes, not a longer. Then we can shift to hand-on experience on Blender, or actually we can use this Blender software using 3D modeling and other aspects we have to cover in this. We have to introduce about the Blender, what actually the Blender is. Here we have just a small PPT on this Blender software. Okay, what actually the Blender is? Blender is a 3D image, pipeline modeling, rigging, animation, simulation, rendering, and composition and motion tracking. Even the video editing, same creation software can be used, and it is used for movies in various movies, DVX and Pixel. And it's a large and complicated program. We won't learn a lot today, but we are just starting this because if in case of Blender, if somebody have a 10-year experience in a Blender, they can also say we have to learn more. And this is a big software. There's a many kind of things that are available we can do with that. Into today lecture, just we have to discuss uh, about the interface of the Blender and doing some small activities. How actually we use the different workspaces in the Blender. In next lecture in Thursday maybe we have to go for another activities. Why Blender? It's a free software. Everyone can use. Everyone can download in her PC, and they can install it and they can run it. It's a powerful. It's just a small package. It's not a big package. We can download just a 160 MB or up to 200 MB package. We can download and install into our local desktop. We can also install it into the GUI based server based where the high computing can be done. But it's also run better in your desktop also. Blender is a large and growing community for the Blender users. If any kind of problem we are facing in a Blender or means number of persons can be connected with this Blender software, number of persons can using, and the queries can be easily resolved if anyone have a and they also there is a official website for this is blender.org. Blender is a cross-platform application and it's running on the Linux, Mac OS, and Windows systems also. Blender is also a relatively small memory and drive requirement compared to the other 3D creating suites. It's don't This is not a big requirement for Blender to run. It can run on your desktop, simple desktop PC also. Uh, it's better if you have a better RAM or high computing is available. User processor is better. It's an interface using OpenGL and provide a consistent experience across the all supported hardware and platforms. Means in today's scenario, most of the hardware related to your desktop, this Blender software can be easily run. Who uses the Blender? Has a wide variety of tool making suitable for almost any sort of media productions. People and studios around the world use it from hobby projects, commercial projects, and feature films. There are many you can check out on the blender.org. The Some animated movies are also uh, running on this Blender software. You can check out the story page. I can show some story pages by on the Blender website. For more examples, you can check it out here. Blender is a fully integrated. These are the most key features we have introduced in this presentation. But actually, where actually it is used, these are some key features. Blender is a fully integrated 3D content creation tool, offering a broad range of essential tools, including modeling, rendering, animation rigging, video editing, VMX, compositing, texturing, and many types of simulation can be done on this Blender software. In today's lecture, we are also doing a hand-on practice. We can go through after some time doing the modeling and texturing. We can do some small activities on this. Okay, it's a cross-platform with the OpenGL GUI that has unique on all the major platforms, and this actually software is run on the Python scripting. So the Python interface is also there. You can customize the Python script also in this. This functionality is available in the Blender. It is a high quality 3D architecture enabling fast and efficient creation workflow. It supports activity community support. Blender.org/community is a page where you can check out the community users. It is a small extension which is optionally portable. This means you can easily port the Blender activity from one desktop PC to another. You can easily download this Blender software. I can share a screen where you can easily check it out where you can download this blender.org. You can just visit the blender.org. This is a web page. You can see this is a web page from blender.org. Here you can click on the download option, or this current version of Blender is 2.9322 is available. You can download for Linux PC. Its size is 159 MB just. You can also check it out for Windows, Mac OS. You can just click it out and you can easily found the this package for the Windows PC. I'm just using the Linux system, so here you can just download it from clicking on the blender.org. This is a small package. Blender.2 9.3 package is available. I can download from in my desktop. It will take some time to download. It's depending upon the size of internet speed. Okay, further, there is a in case of Blender, you can also focus on the stable release, or you can also download the daily build application. Daily build means any kind of applications can be done in the Blender software. This can also available, but mostly users can download the stable release. Installation of the Blender. Installation is very simple. Just you can click on the package. It's easily downloaded and it is installable on the Windows, Mac, and Linux. Always check that the graphic drivers are available and updated in your PC because the Blender can use the graphic drivers of your PC. And as that is also OpenGL that is well supported to your uh, drivers or hardware. Blender has a set of minimum and recommended requirements. So make sure these can be made before trying to install the Blenders. You can here this is a checkout page where you can easily find out the installation procedure, how to download. Just wait, I can show this page. Similar way, okay, this is the page. They can where you can find out the different user stories, features, and downloading option. Installation procedure is also there. You can also download the experiment. Means if you want to experiment with the Blender software, you can also download this Blender.experiment package. You can do many kind of experiments on this. But before that, you have to the expertise is required to use this. Okay. Next, some configuration is required if you want to use this Blender software. You can use the multiple screens because it's depend upon your graphics. You can just combine this. See some kind of environment is displayed on your screen. You can easily see the someone is joining these multiple screens with the Blender software. You can easily support this. The input device is required for using the Blender. So, just a small keyboard recommended with the numeric keypad, English layout version. Mouse is recommended. In case of the laptop, if mouse is available, then it's easy to use because the mouse with the three buttons, right click, left click, and the top ruler. Because in case of Blender, when I'm using it, we have to zoom in and zoom out. There are many other features that we can easily use with the mouse. Scroll wheel of the mouse is very much efficient. Okay, another NDUF devices means this is also called a 3D mouses. You can easily search it on Google what are the NDUF devices. If 3D mouses are available, you can attach it. Graphic tablets, if possible, you can use it. Okay, 3D button mouse with the middle scroll, keyboard, multiplier, and if possible, fast CPU for rendering the final movie. This, if you want to rendering means the final output of your activity. Good graphic card is essential for building the models. None of these requirement, if these are just a basic requirement for you run on your PC. Okay, before anything else, where this is how to save and open this backup, how to take it. Just we can go through the Blender software. These are the configuration we have to use this just before starting the Blender software. We have to just start each kind of activity we have to done in the initial phase. The language setting, interface, and input package की keyboard if we want to change we can change it. There are another things we have how to use your mouse. These are all the preference we have to select it before starting. Just after a few minutes we have to start this Blender software. Okay, the Blender community. Being a freely available start even while it's a closed sourced means Blender's community can support a large, stable, and is since 1998 this Blender software community can be built, and the community showed support to the Blender up to 2002 and it helped rise from uh, some package in 7 weeks unable to go to the open source under the GPL license. Means the Blender software can run from 198. The Blender community can support from the 2002 with the open source under the GU and GPL license. Independent sites. There are several independent sites are available for Blender if somebody needs to help, and any tutorials, news, and blog sites are available. From where we can get the support about the Blender software. Blender community is one of the largest. So apart from this, the user manuals are available. Different ways to get support about the other users. There is some another option. Blender chat is also available. You can do chat with these logos, and Blender's certified trainers are also available. You can also get the certification on the Blender. If you want to if you found there is some issue in the Blender, you can also report the bug. In more detail about this, you can check out the support page of the Blender. Development. If somebody want to be a part of the development team of the Blender, then developer.blender.org website is available. You can be a part of the development team of the Blender. For this, the online chat blender.org is also available. These are some tags too if you are joining this Blender chat. Blender coders, Python supporters, docs, today for getting the news answers for a community. These are some tags used in this Blender chat. Another useful, if you want to some demo and ask them anything for developers, there are multiple links are available on the Blender websites. Okay, before starting the hand-on practicing, I'm just sharing some small video with you. Before starting the Blender software, I'm just showing some small video. I'm just sharing the screen. Just see this small video. This is a 1 minute video. You can just watch for just an introduction to the Blender. It's a small video. The credit goes to the Blender.org for this small video. Okay, now we can just start with the hand-on practice on Blender software. Okay, this is the first screen you can be see when you are starting this Blender software. We are just discussing each and everything about this interface. Just before starting this, we need to spend time on this, how to learn about how to use this interface efficiently. Before starting this, just this is a just first window. When you start your Blender software, we have to just click on this general part. In general means there are multiple options are available: 2D animation, video editing, VMX, open anything you want to open. This is a recent activity. If you somebody perform, just click on the journal. This is first window screen. How this Blender software can be. This is just way I'm going to the zoom in, zoom out feature. Before starting this, we are just starting this from this file menu. This is the left part of the Blender interface. In file menu, you can easily find new window if you want to start with new windows. And if you want to open any already made software Blender files, if you recently this is if you want any save if you want to save an activity, just click on the save button. If you want to save as copy, same as if you want to link the open. If you want to import any files in this software, they can this Blender software can import different files or abc for svg.bvh, then ply, stl file, fpx, glb file, object file, and these x3d files. These kind of files this Blender software can export. Similar way, you can export export the Blender activity file in USD format, SVG format, grayscale pencil format, STL. These are some other extension files this Blender software can be stored. In second menu, on top of the left top, there is the edit menu. We can use this. Then we have a render menu. Render means if any kind of output, this can be rendered from the render tab. Render animation. If we are doing if we want to create animation, we have to render animation from here. Window tab is available. This help tab is available for tutorials, manuals, support, user communities, developer communities, Python API, anything related to the Blender you can find out here. Okay, before discussing any other things, these are some basic things you can easily find in any other software also. Just going through next, you may find there is a multiple windows are available in this interface. This down bottom window, in this left hand side you may find two more windows. Sorry, in right hand side you may find the window related to screen collection, and you may find this is a property menu. This all area from right hand side is a property menu. You can just use this. You can just make it small and bigger according to your requirement. You may also change these windows. You can also split these windows. For example, in this left hand side, there is a edit type menu option is available. Here you may find these kind of windows can be visible in anywhere. This is this portion, this cubic where the cube is placed. This part is called as a 3D viewport, and this part is called as a outliner. Here you can see the collections related to camera is placed here, cube is placed here, light is available. Same way, this is a property menu. Property menus any kind of activities you want to perform, any kind of modifier you want to apply, you may find it out here. Just go to navigate it. First thing we have to know about how to select this package, this cube. You can just click on A. You can, if you click A here, you may find this all three objects. First is cube object, camera, and this is the light. This can be selected using a press A button. This is some shortcut how to select all the. Similar way, this is the actually windows how actually we can use it. We can also convert any window into another window. For example, I can click a 3D view. You may also check it out. The cube is also available in second window also. Because why? Because I can convert this 3D viewport into this view into another one, right? We can also make it a property window. This is a property menu. You can also use a image editor. You may find out how. UV editor. You can select any. The windows can be changed. Text editor, Python console. You may also run any Python coding. For example, I can write 1 + 1 here. In this, you may run the Python program here. 1 + 1, and you may find the output 2. Means Python console is also available here. Movie click editor, you can change it out according to your requirement. Just I can make it down. This is the main window. This cube part is the main window. These are another windows can be a supporting part how to perform the activities from this 3D view window. Okay. Next, we have to do what actually we have to navigate. How to navigate this here is in left hand side. You can found the different tools are available here. Select box is available. Then we have a cursor, this small cursor where we can put this small cursor here. This is a moving part. If you want to move this just in right direction, XY dimension, just this green line is a y-axis, this red line is a x-axis, this blue line is a z-axis. This is 3D view. You can also convert here. You can find it out. We can move anywhere in the 3D part. In this from this circle, this x, y, and z here, can easily rotate the object in any other axis, x, y, z, where you want. You can also use some shortcut, just G. If you press a G, you can easily move this. This is shortcut to moving any object. Just press G and move your mouse in any other direction. You can easily find out your object is moving anywhere. Where you want, it's moving in y direction, x-axis. Where you want, it's moving. Then another tool is rotate. If you want to move your rotate your object, just click here rotate, or you can use any shortcut rotate. Just move it in another direction, x-axis. This green line we have to move the cube in x-axis. This green line you can move into y-axis, and this blue line you can move the object in z-axis. You can easily see the object is moving in any other direction. It's depend where axis you can choose. You can also use the shortcut R. If you press the R from the keyboard, it's your object is automatically shifted into rotation mode. From here, this another tool is scale. Scale means you have to make it too large, small, in any other direction. Just use. You can also use the shortcut S. Just press S. You can move your cubes in any other. You can scale the object depending on your requirement. Just press. This is how to scale in the y direction. Then if you click on the red axis, this cube is scalable in the x-axis, and if you want to scale into z-axis, just click on this blue line and pull it here. As you can find, the shape of the cube is changed because we have scaled the object in different modes. The cube, the size of the cube may be changed because the scale of the you're doing testing or we are experimenting the cube. The shape of the cube is changed now. Okay, another is a transform. We have just transformed, just rounded out x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Right. Now further, there is one more option is annotate. Means you can write, this is your space area where you can write anything. Just write anything which you want. Just writing. Blender. Just depend upon your what you want, you can write in this area. This is your pencil tool. You can write anything in this space. Just you can zoom in, zoom out using the cursor of your mouse. Right? Okay, another tool is I'm just resetting this activity. It's a new just we have just I'm click here file and creating a new activity. Okay, another tool is mirroring tool. For example, you want to mirror the size of this cube. Just click this mirror tool and select the box where you want to mirror. Just drag to another edge. Here you can see the distance of this cube, this line, just move it, is 2.6 meters. From this axis, the size of the cube is 2.6 meters. Okay, if you want to scale here, just scaling, then you will find after scaling, the measurement of this cube is not 3.5. I am just moving this this cursor, just wait. I'm just moving the cursor. Now you may find this measurement about the cube, right? Just resetting the option. Now another tool is very efficient tool. You may add multiple cubes. Just click here and where you want to put the cube, just click this area. Just here, select here and click here. Add this cube here. Just moving. Yeah, just move here. These are the two cubes. Just we have just changed direction from here. Just right click. If you want to add cone here, just click on this cone part. Okay. Just move it out. Okay. Here you may find we can add multiple objects here. We may discuss in detail about how to add the objects. This is just a small demo how to add them. I am just resetting the option again. Okay, another important thing we have to use this. There are small 4 buttons available here at the right hand side near about this x-axis circle, you have to move. This is a zoom in, zoom out option. You can just zoom in using select out. Just zoom in, zoom out this boxes. Another is just if you want to move this object, click here and move this area. This is a complete world area in Blender. If we can say this is world area, if you want to move this area, just go here. Another option is this is a camera. In this world area, we have one object here, and this is a camera. This selected part is a camera, and this is a light. This light can be used here when we are rendering the image. Where we put the light in an object is depend upon it. Here is the camera option. If I clicking this, whatever object coming from this front of the camera, here you can see this is front part of the camera. This is front part of the camera, this selected area. If you want to click here, you may see from the camera your object will look like this. If I click again, we can again go to this outer world. This is also you can also scale this camera, zoom in, zoom out. After clicking and press S, you can easily scale this. Same way you can scale the light. Okay, this fourth option in the out of four. This is there are two kind of views are available in this Blender workspace area: orthographic mode and perspective mode. What actually the difference between orthographic? If you're clicking here, by default it's an orthographic view. If you're clicking here, you can see the image will be changed. We can just moving to 2D to 1D. And just discussing what is orthographic and perspective views. In perspective views, actually orthographic mode is ignore all the things. Just flatten word is available in the orthographic. And in the perspective view, the object which are far away are smaller than those nearby. In orthographic view, all the objects appear in the same scale. Since some prefer one over the other, both options are available. We can use the perspective view or orthographic. Perspective view is actually gives the more information about the depth of the object, are often easier to view because you use the perspective view in the real life. In the real life, we can use actually this perspective. Orthographic views makes much easier to compare the two parts of the object. If you want to compare the two parts of the object, then we have to use the orthographic view. Okay. Next, we have to discussing about the interfaces, interface overview. Then we have to Blender provide the flexible interface. Whatever interface is available means if I'm moving any windows, make it bigger, smaller. This is the flexible part of this interface. You can move anything, moving these objects, scale. You may change this edit view to object view to edit view. These all options are available. Okay. Next, we have to discuss about the different workspaces available in this. In this layout area, here you may found there are multiple options. These are all the workspaces available in this Blender software: layout, modeling, UV editing, texture painting, shading, animation, rendering, composing. These are options are available. You can easily move from one layout to another. Here we are moving to modeling, UV editing, texture painting, shading, animation. These are some windows, rendering, composing, geometry nodes. These are all the workspace where we can work to make any image or any 3D object in it. First of all, we have to select some object. This cube is object. Another more important thing in this interface is we have options available to edit mode, vertex paint, and other thing. Just moving these object mode and edit mode is very important to us. We can also move this object to edit mode via pressing the tab. If you press this tab button from the keyboard, we are just moving the Blender interface from edit mode to edit mode. From here, you can find out this is object mode. If I am using this edit mode, that the things can be changed in the cube. Here in object mode, you may find there is no vertex is visible. You can we have no point where we can select. We can just select the object. If we can edit mode, you can find it out. We can select the different objects, faces, face. There is some three options are available: vertex selection, edge selection, and face selection. What is the difference between vertex selection, edge selection, and face selection? In face selection, we are just selecting this upper part of this cube. You may need to know. I'm selecting upper part. The color of this upper part is changed. From here, I can just move it out here. I am selecting this part. From here, I am selecting this part. These are all the faces of this cube. Same way, if you want to select the vertex, you can just click out here. You may see we can selecting this vertex. We are selecting these three vertex. This line, this line, this line. This orange line may indicate that this is selection part. Same way, if we want to select the vertex, edge, just click on this edge part and click here. You may find we are just selecting this edge. The color of this edge is changing from black to white. Here you may find. According to your requirement, you may vary. You may play in this edit, vertex, and face mode. Right. From next, this another option is available. It's a view. In this view part, you may find there are multiple options available. From how we can view this object. Again, in selection, we have multiple options available to select the box. We are again moving to the object mode. In object mode, you may find we have just a small means different options are available. In object mode, multiple options are available. In this panel, you may find these are toolbar is increased. There are another toolbars: extrude, level, knife cutting, poly build, loop cut, insert face. Different options are available in the edit mode. Similar way, we can find it out in select area. The different options are available to select the part of the area. Similar way, these are the options how many objects you want to add. Again, we have moved to the object mode. I'm just deleting this object and right click here. Then we have to delete this. After deleting this, you may find no object is available. Right, just I'm again to the journal again. Don't save this into window. I'm just deleting this object deleted. You may add different kind of objects from here. In the mesh area, you can add plane area. This is the plane area. Right? You may add cube. This is the cube. You may add circle. This is a circle. right? You may add UV sphere, just click here. This is a UV sphere, just scale it out. This is UV sphere, right? Then you may add icon sphere. This is the icon sphere, just moving it out. I'm just deleting this plain area because it's easy to visualize. Yep, scaling here, right? You may add many other cylinder here. You can using these many objects while creating creating any windows and any other thing. Just see here, you can scale it from using plus, move it from here and here direction. Then you may add cone. This is the cone. You may scale out, right? There are different objects: sphere, cube, cylinder, cone. You may adding from here, right? Okay, I am deleting these all the object. And in Blender, there is one option is we can just add monkey. Just zoom it out. This monkey is available from mesh, and you may add just a shape. In this Blender, they may ask they may call it as Suzanne. You may find out here in collection part. We have just one collection. This is Suzanne. You may from here you can hide or unhide the object, right? You can play with this Suzanne. We're just playing, doing some small activity from here. Okay. From this right portion, there are many other options how to add the object. Curve, you may add curve, surfaces, different kind of surface. For example, I can selecting this surface, just pressing Z from here, just scale it out, right? Similar way, you may add ball, capsule, panel, cubes. You may also add text. We have just do some small activity after this introductory section about this Blender, and then you may add volume. You may import. You may use the pencils, light. You may also add light. For example, by default, it's a point light is here in this. You may add light as a sun. Just move it up here. This is the sun. Okay. Again, you may add a camera option. You may also add camera. Here you may see this collection part. The different objects are seen. Suzanne, which is hide or unhide the different objects. This camera or this sun, this collection part is actually layers. In different software, you may also find out the layers are available. In this Blender, you may ask these collections. This collection is act as a layer. The different layer, different objects are available. You may hide or unhide the different objects. For example, this sphere is now unhide. This Suzanne is hide or unhide. Okay. Further, these you may see there are multiple options you may add. This object part is how to mirroring, how to transpose, how to rotate. These tools are also available in this left hand side panel. You may find it out here. These tools are available here. Up to now, I'm just repeating what actually we have done, what have we actually know. We have just covered this part: file, edit, rendering, window, help, and these tools in the object mode. I'm not talking about the edit mode, just in the object mode. Like we are carrying this view, selection, add, object, transforms. We are discussing this part, collections, but we are not discussing this property menu. These are all the property menus. There are different meaning in it. This first is the active tools, then render properties, output properties, view layer properties, scene properties, world properties, collection properties, object properties are also there, modifier properties are also there, physics properties, object constraint properties, object added properties, material properties, and finally texture properties. In this right hand side properties, different properties are available. In coming activities, we are try to use these properties. We may apply these properties in different objects, right? Till now, we have to complete add or delete the object. We have to transform the object, how to select the object, how to delete, add. We have also discussed this collection boundaries, how to add scene, camera. We can hide or unhide different objects. Okay, how to draw this. Further, just one thing is left. Two or more things are left to discuss. Another options are available at the right of menu, shading. Here in this setting, there is a different modes to view the objects. Different modes are available to view the objects. Wireframe mode. In wireframe mode, actually you can see how actually the object is built. You may find this is the wireframe mode. You may find how actually the objects are built. I can add one more cube is here because most of the time we are just playing with the cubes. Just scale it down. This is the wireframe mode of this cube. Okay. Then there is solid mode. By default Blender show the this solid mode. Okay. Another is material preview. In material preview, if some object have some colors, right? We have to paint this. Just apply some material from here. Just see the example. This material. Just click here, and just selecting this. Just change the color into blue. Right? What actually this thing is? This is a material mode. If I am selecting the wireframe, this again we can't see the color. In solid mode we can't see the colors. Again we in just this material mode we can see how actually our material is look like. If you want this color, this Suzanne or monkey, just click it out or just apply this material property. Just click it new, then apply color. Just get a green color. Then you can easily see this can be color converted color. There other options are available here. If you want to make it a metallic, just make it metallic. If you want to decrease the roughness, just decrease the roughness, increase the roughness. Many other properties are available. You can just see on the right hand side of this properties menu. There are many multiple options are available. Right? Same way, we can want to add some material to sphere. Just click it down and just base color can be changed into red. And you can change the roughness, metallic, make it metallic, roughness. Just see. Okay. One other is a rendering view is also available. When we render the object will look like this. Most of the time when we are modifying the object, we are working on this solid mode. In solid mode, we are working on the object mode. In solid mode, the another option is edit mode is also available. In object and in edit mode, we are editing the various objects, right? Okay. Next, further, we are discussing this layout, modeling, UV editing, texture, shading, animation, rendering, composition, layout. Right? Just I can go here, just work on just a by default screen. Don't save. By default, this is a screen of this Blender. This is a by default. When you're starting the Blender, you can just see this object. Or here, this layout can be selected. Okay, now we are discussing the different workspaces available in the Blender. First workspace is the layouting. Then we can perform the modeling. In most of the time, the modeling can be done in the edit mode. When you click on this modeling, you have an option to edit this object. Or edit means you can do any operation on this. We can do operation just after 10 to 15 minutes after completing this introductory part of this interface. This is the edit mode, and this can be come from the modeling. I'm just cover the theoretical concept now for 5 to 10 minutes. What actually the modeling is, what actually the UV editing, what actually text painting. In the modeling is used to creating the models by manipulating the vertex directly. This is why we have noticed the different vertices. These are the vertex of the cubes, right? Then we have two corners. These are the corners. This is a corner of your mesh are now selectable. These all area can be selectable. It's depend upon which part you want to select. This kind of operation can be only done with this view, right? You can change it to edit mode by clicking this edit mode, object mode. This is object mode. Just pressing the tab mode, you have just convert from edit mode into object mode into edit mode. Just tab menu. Modeling a website that try to make itself convenient as possible. You're getting starting with the modeling. This is when we are just beginner from the Blender software. We have to just first work on this modeling part. All right. Then another workspace is the sculpting. And this is similar to the modeling. Just click here. This is similar to the modeling workspace. We are more free to move the object. For example, this cube. If there are multiple tools are available, draw shape, clay strip, clay thumb, layers, inflate, blob, smooth, flatten. Various tools are available. Just go down. You may see various tools are available in this part. Okay, what actually they are doing? For example, I want to grab this area. Just grab this area and pull it down. You may move here. You can just working how to move the corners, how to stretch these corners of this cube. You may make, if your drawing is good, you may draw. Just click here. This is a cube. Is this a cube? No. We're just changing the shape. From here, just stretch it. Similar way, I can choose grab tool. You can grab it from another one. Just try to another filling. This is a filling option. Just similar way you are perform many different kind of operations in this. No, this is not a look like a cube. We have just apply many rotation to just load it. Different tools are available to apply. Okay, we're just now this is a UV editing tool. The editing, any kind of editing you may done from here. Text painting here. You may paint. Different tools are available in this part also. Shading, you may apply the shading part. The shading of in this 3D view, you can just blur down here. This is scene actually. Background scene. This cube is available here. I can delete it. I want to add new cube. You may find this is the background 3D scene, and your object is moving is 3D world. In this shading part. Here we can, if you want to create an animation, this is the animation part. If you want to render the image, this is rendering part. Similar way composition can be done and geometry. And this we have to find the position of moving this object from one. You may see these dimensions can be changed from one direction to another. Right? Now I'm moving back to the modeling part. Just reset my option Blender into by default mode. Okay, this is the default mode. Here, this is the camera option. Now we have to do some perform some operation in the edit mode. How to move? Just go to edit. Now you can see there many options are available here in edit mode. Exclude, loop cut, bevel, knife, snip, edge slide, shrink, push. Shrink push means we have to push it down. From in the coming activities, we can use these tools. How to use it? We have to just perform the activities. First of all, we have to perform a very simple application activity. Just wait. Okay, our first activity is how to create a 3D text or color. Means we have to create a 3D text. We have to write a 3D text, and it may be colorful and in the 3D view. Just delete this. Just pressing X. Just click here. Don't save. Now press X. Delete this one. Okay, from where you can add the text? Just go to add part. Go here. Text. Select text. Here you may see this is the text in x-axis. Now it's moving from y-axis. Just zoom it out, zoom in. Just go to edit this text. How to edit? Just press tab. We have to go to edit mode and just write delete it. Just write 3B typo graphic. You may write anything. Right. Here you may see this is actually a 2D text, right? This is not a 3D. You may rotate it any direction, x-axis, y-axis. It's up to you how to move. This is your world, and this text is placed on the x-axis. This red line is x-axis. This green line is the y-axis. We're not using the y-axis, z-axis here. Okay, how to convert this 2D text into 3D? I'm just moving this into middle of this axis. Right. Okay, just making this object in 3D. Now we have to use these property options. Just find it out object data properties. In this right hand side, you may find this object data property. Click here, go to geometry heading, and increase this extrude part up to 1.15, anything you want. Now you can see this is now a 3D text. You may see from the z-axis also there now. You may increase this size like this. If you do extrude zero value from here, from right hand side, if in geometry option, if you you can want to make it 3D, just increase the size, extrude just up to 2 mm, 3 mm, it's up to you. Now you may see it's now 3D text. You may see from any other direction. This is a very simple application activity actually. It's a very simple activity we are performing on this Blender software, right? Okay, next how to apply the color. If you want to color this, just go to the material here in this right hand side. Just go to material properties. Now this add new button is there. You can just add it. Now you can rename the material and name color, text color. From base color you may choose base color. I just change any color. We can make it a blue. Like, okay, we can apply this blue color, but we can't visible in this 3D text where is the blue color, because in solid mode we are already discussing this is a wire mode, solid mode, and material mode. When we can view our object in a material mode, then we can able to see the colors. Right, now make it a metallic. Okay, just decrease the roughness to make it better. Right, just again select to 3D. Let's wait. You can move it, anyway in any direction. Okay. If you now if you see from the camera how our pictures look like, just click on the camera on the right hand side. You may see how our texts look like. Right. If you may move from rotate, okay, from the y direction. Now just move from y direction. Not looks good. Just straight like this. Now it may be okay. We may easily read 3D typography. Now, how to make it at last we have to perform the rendering. From where? Rendering means we have to create an image. Just click on this render button from here. Just click on rendering. It will take some time. Okay. Now it's rendering. This is our view. This is a final view how our taxis look like. The rendering is completed. Now you can just import and export this into GPG image or anything you want to. The name. It's closed down. Just camera off. Okay, this is a very small activity, creating a 3D text in a color. Now we are performing very interesting activity, how to create a chair. We can just create a chair within 5 to 10 minutes in this Blender software. Just add a cube, shrink it, scale it down, right? Then we have to perform a loop cut. Loop cut can be performed through edit mode. This option is available here, loop cut. Click here. Then one more loop cut. You can see how our object can be cut. Then again perform a loop cut. Okay. You may see we have cut our object into 9 different cubes. Okay. From here you can see we are performing the loop cuts. How to use the loop cuts? From here you can also there's shortcut to use the loop cut is Control R, right? Okay, now we have just go to you can see from around and round how it look like. You may also go here using the wireframe mode. You can see how our these cubes can be look like. This is solid mode, right? Okay, how we can we have to just see here how to make a chair from this. Just click face selection. Just select the face of this cube from this face. How to select this, click here and press shift. And there one more option is available, extrude. Now press E, then right down here, these are the legs of our chair, right? Just very easy. Now again we have to make a back portion. Just select this area, these faces, extrude it. Now finally we have to make a simple chair using this cube. This is wireframe mode of the chair, cubes, and this is you. If you want to color this, just go to the object mode, select this object, go to the material, just apply some color, and make a brown, red, any color. Light. Now we can see from here. This is our brown color chair. Just a 5 to 10 minutes, you can easily create a chair. Now, if you are interested, we want to make a table also. The chair is there, but table is not there. Just add one more cube, move it here, scale it, compress it. We have to perform these functions in the solver mode. Just move chair around here. Just scale down. Again, go to edit mode. You can check the size of the table. Is it okay? If not okay, just make it shrink here. Go shrink. Just here. Now we have to perform the loopers. Again, we have to go to the edit mode. Just perform loop cut operations. Control R. Let's select loop cut. Control R. Just move ahead. Just go there. From here. Now from this side. We're just performing this lookers to make a table with complete description. Right. Now we have to perform the lookers. Now we have to make the table. Just selecting this, we have to convert into wireframe mode. We can select the faces of this cube. Select this face, this face, this face, and this face. Now again perform the extrude operation. Just press E and down it here. These are the legs of the table. Right. Okay, again come from the object mode. Just move this chair just near to this table. Now you can see you can change the view from solid mode to wire mode, solid mode, and a material mode. Our color of this chair is brown. We can also apply the color to our table. Just here, click here, material, and just color it blue, right? Okay. Now, this is our 2D table and chair. It's a very small activity you may perform. From anywhere, you may see. In camera view, we can see this is a small portion can be covered in this. You can change this camera location from another direction to make this camera view is actually used for rendering the image. If you render the image, then you will see the part comes under the camera can only be rendered. Rendering means final output of image. Just move this camera just for uh, not completely covered, so make it more far from the object. Okay, some part can be covered. You may change the location or light this because this light is from where the light is the our that part is only shining is there. You may change the property of light from here. Right click here. You may this cube part is second cube camera is collection. We may change the property of light also. Okay. Before starting our next activity, we are just taking the small break of for 2 to 3 minutes. Then we will start another activity. For the time being, if anybody have a question, you may ask. Because we are doing this activity, if you feel we can repeat these activities, we can repeat. Otherwise, we will perform a next activity. How the things can be created in this Blender software. We are just performing two activities: how to make a chair, how to make a table. You can you can you can easily add draw anything which you want in this Blender software because we have multiple options are available: add menu, rendering menu, uh, the many things can are available from here. Just take a break of 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, we are coming back with the 30 seconds for our next activity, how we can make a snowman in a blender. Just I can see what actually is this snowman is look like. First we can see from here. Okay, this is a snowman. How actually we made it? It's not a tough task. You may easily made it this. It's a very simple how to make it. Just we have just performing this. How to do the how to do this? Just Google a file, new journal. Just this is a by default window of this queue. Is my voice is audible to everyone? Can anybody?
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. It's
Okay,
audible.
okay, thank you. Just we have to add the new surface, new mesh. This may be a UV sphere, right? Just scale it by pressing S like this, right? This is the bottom part of our snowman. Now again one more sphere, or you may also copy this. Just press Ctrl C and Ctrl V, then press G to move out. Yes, this is another sphere, UV sphere. Just make it smaller. So just smaller from the bottom sphere. You may find surrounding the 3D view, our second sphere is not on the top of the position is not actually correct. Now you may see here from here, it may be correct. Now you can move around the 3 direction. Now it's maybe same. Okay. Just make this bottom sphere more larger and move around up from pressing the G and just scale down some more like this, right? Just move around here. Okay, now we have to add one more sphere. Just copy this of another method is just go to a mesh and add this UV sphere. Then press G, move out this sphere. This is small, just make it much scalable. This is actually a mouth portion of our snowman. Just move around in the 3 direction. It's not on the correct place. No, it's on the correct place. Right from here. Right? Just we need a cap. From cap, just go to add mesh and just add the cone. And the cone is added. Just press G to move out this cone from the center. Then put it on the top of the head. If you want to scale it, make a cone much larger or oh sorry, it's too large. Just make on the top of the. If you see here, actually this is on the not on the top of the mouth. Just move from pressing the G. Again around from here, it is not looks good. Just move on it up. Now it's look fine. You may also move a little bit more. Right. Okay. Now how to make an eye? Just add one more sphere, or you may add circle. You may also use sphere. Just move it out from the center and make it a smaller. Just scale from pressing A. Yes. So just press A and put it here. This is our the one eye of our this snowman. Oh, it's not visible actually at the correct place. Just move here. You may move 3D move and find out the correct place where actually this eyes we have to place. Right? From here it's look okay. Now make a copy of the site, Control C, Control V, and move out here. And here we put here a second eye. Okay, how to make a nose? Just find out one more cone, add from the measure cone. Just move it out, pressing a G. Just scale from the all direction. Now we have to scale this from the all direction. Just from the Y, just from the X axis, and make a curve from this. It's not seems okay. We have to make it more sharp. Okay. Now it may looks okay. Now we have to just put it down. Just press G. We have to rotate this first. How to rotate? Just pressing right on left hand side. Various tools are available. Rotate it from this direction, right? Okay, it's look okay from this location, but we have to move this. It's very far. Now we have to move this out from here. It looks some large, so make it scalable. Just from the x-axis. Okay, now it's looks good. Just put from here. We have to check from all the direction. Actually, from this side, it looks very far from this ball, this sphere. Okay, just move it that direction. We have to move this around all the directions. Oh, this is scalable. Sorry. Z. Let's select there. It's not of the correct location. Press G and put it here. From this side, seems okay, but it's not actually okay. From this side, okay. We have to rotate this actually. From this side, we have to rotate in the Z axis. Yeah. Now move it from here. Now it maybe look seems okay. It's not at the center. We have to move. Yeah, right. Now we have to make a smiley face. Just add a surface, or you may add. You may also add. You may choose any, or you may choose ball. make it scalable to small. And move it and put it here. We have to move around to find the correct place of this mouth. Otherwise, it's from one direction. It may seem from it's very far from the actual location. From one axis, it may seems very close. If you practice more, you may easily find how to make it correct at the correct location. Now it seems okay. Just make it Control C, Control V, and move it out. Select it, Control V, and moving out. Is here. Just make a copy. Move it out. It's here from another side to be move it out. Place here. Move it out of place. Now we make an object mode. While selecting all part of this. Okay. Now if you want to add color, just select all the part. Just go to add a material here. Material part, texture part, object. Just go to wire mode. You may see the structure like this. Without any color, it's look like this. From here, you may apply material tab. Make a color blue, red, any color. Apply it. You may find out if we have just apply the color only on the middle part of this snowman. This is a simple way how we make a snowman very easily. Just I can open just to discard changes and open a snowman. I already made this. Good. You may try as a beginner. Please try to use your brain how to make it. We are just using. I am just repeating it how we can make it as a small homework. Please open a Blender software, install it. Our next lecture may be on next Thursday. So up till that date, you have to apply your mind how to use this Blender software. Just open it, install it, and try to create a snowman. It's very simple and easy. I'm just repeating within next 2 or 3 minutes how we can make it. Just we have to take a sphere from add here. Take a sphere. We have to just how to move it. Press G, or here in the left hand side you may find various tools. G, rotate, scalable, transform. These 3 tools are very useful for creating a snowman, and it's very simple how to use it. If there is shortcut is available. If I'm clicking on this, you may read the text, move, select. You can use the Shift G. Similar way, rotating you have plus R. You may also use S for scalable. These are shortcuts. G, R, S are the shortcuts for rotate. scale, and move. Just how to create it? Just take a small, just scale it. Oh, sorry. Then add Control C, Control V, add more it. Just space it. Then scale it small. Again, just Control C, Control V, Control G. Just put it here. Then add one cap from mesh cone. Just here. Just put it here. Because some smaller. I'm just try to rephrase. Then just Control Z. You have to see this snowman is somewhat not straightforward. You have to just move it here. Just move this G from here. Just cone from here. Right. Then just then after this we have to choose make a eyes, nose, and a mouth, smiley mouth. You can try. You have to try it as a small homework. Okay, before going to our next activity, the next activity may take some time. If the organizer may allow, we can continue our the next activity in another lecture on Thursday, maybe at 11 a.m. Till now, if you have any questions regarding hand-on practice on Blender, then you may ask. Just a 5 minute or a few, we may continue.
Yeah, I have a question, Mr. Jagdeep.
Yeah.
For example, if I create a ball or sphere or maybe a cube and
Yeah.
I place it on x-axis,
Yeah.
and for example, I have to make the 4 or 5 or n number of copies of the same box, which I want to place on the same x-axis at an equal distance. Is there any way of doing it just by putting the values in terms of the numeric, like 4 feet or 2 inches or maybe 1.5 inches, and just doing it automatically?
Yes. Just if you if your screen is visible to you, for you, you can click here and press moving option. Right, there is some move at this left hand side. You may find this box, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. I am just, you can erase these. Just put 10 here. This will be placed at the distance. Increase from here. If I'm moving this, increase the values, our cap is moving from the x-axis only. Similar way, just moving into y-axis only. If z-axis, we can use z-axis. Similar way, if you want to rotate it, you may find, click here, rotate tool. You may rotate from here. You may find how much angle axis, x-axis, from which angle. You may find, right? Similar way, there actually this numeric value is actually used where we have to just dig down the problem. Means we have an actual location, we find actual location, then we have to do the math. Otherwise, we are using the mouse most of the time. The options are available here. Same way, one more option is available. From this right hand side, where is mouse is, location is x-axis, y-axis, rotation, scalable, all the locations are in the one screen. You can find this transform, right? From this object properties. You may explore more. There are multiple options are available. You may also lock this. There is a lock is available here. If you want to lock the rotation of one axis, or you may move from the another axis.
No, that I got to know. I think this is very much similar to the 3D Studio Max software, where you can do all such options. But actually, my question was a bit different. That is the property which you are applying to a selected object.
Yes.
But if I have to make the 4 or 5 or n number of copies, which will be further the separate entities in my orthographic view or the perspective view, like in Adobe SketchUp Pro, we make a cube and then we make 5 more cube just by placing them at equal distance.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
just
okay,
putting.
okay. No problem.
So that I was asking about because.
In the next, we have to have some activity.
Mhm.
As same kind of the question is here. We have create some Minecrafting activity. From this, I am using this tool, some tools. How to create it? Okay, then we have to see how we can place the object in the same distancing.
Mhm.
We have discussing in the next lecture. No
Mhm.
problem.
Okay, okay,
One activity is available is there.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, can we import all these objects that has been created in the Blender um, in other engine?
From the starting, I can discuss. Here is the import option. We can just import this uh, window available in these file formats. If you are another engine supporting these files, SVG, STL, FBX, OBJ, then we have to use it. It's depending upon the another engine or how they can from which file they support.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I think there are no more questions.
Okay, okay, ma'am. We can continue on Thursday.
Definitely, sir.
So, okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having this enlightening session, and I hope everybody enjoyed this. And we'll have more fun on Thursday for the next session of
Yes,
Blender.
yes, ma'am. We have to create a more fun. Actually, in first hour, I am just boring the because you were
No, not at all, sir.
introducing the interface about this Blender. In next session, we have to create a more attractive, uh, more attractive this activities to make a different objects. So,
Definitely, sir.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
It gets interesting as we get to know the technology we are using.
Yes, yes. It's a free, ma'am. It's a free and open source. Everybody can use. We need not to spend anything.
Thank you
Even
so
they
much
can
for this
support.
session, sir.
Yeah, it's also support 3D printing view also. You can if you have a 3D printer, you can make the object in a Blender and take a 3D printout.
That's awesome, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We'll meet again tomorrow for the next session.